Hello everyone, I just got done a Silver Quality Award workshop. We're working on the Silver Quality Award, and there's an important thing that I just want to point out. Maybe it'll be helpful to you. Okay, so I wrote all over this, so I apologize. Ignore my chicken scratch here. Okay, so let me just show this to you. How do you use, okay, this is exactly what I wanted to show you. Look at this. Okay, let me erase all my scratch. Sorry, I should have done this before the video, but okay, so this is just a workbook that I created based on the Quality Award program. I didn't change anything. All I did was break out each individual questions, because many of the questions, there's layers to them. So to make it clear, I just kind of made a little workbook. All right. So this says in section 2.1C is one of the more challenging questions, where we're asking you about data and like what you've looked at and all that stuff. But that's my point. Here it says, what are your organization's key strategic objectives? What are your organization's key strategic related goals? Here's the thing. It's not a spelling error. They didn't make a mistake. However, the Silver Quality Award, same with the gold, especially at this level with this question in 2.1C. The question is, what did you do? What did, not what are, but what did, what were your organization's key strategic objectives? What were your organization's key strategic related goals? The reason that is important is because it's important to understand that the Silver Quality Award is what we call a past view. This is based on the year 2024. So from January to December. And this is being submitted in January of 2025. And so it is a reflection of what you did in 2024, and to some extent 2023 and 2022. If we're talking about annual data, then you're probably, because you need 3 years of data, you're likely going back to 2022. Otherwise, we need most recent current data, which is usually in the last 12 to 18 months, just to keep that in mind. My point is, this is all a past view. So when you're talking about your organization's key strategic objectives, your key strategic goals, and of course, your key strategic advantages, your challenges, we are talking about in the past. So what were they? You're going to be explaining a key strategic challenge that we identified was a low census. And because it was we had this key strategic challenge of low census, we created a strategic objective, which is normally the opposite of the challenge. So if we have low census, we want to increase census. The objective is to increase census. And then we want to increase it by, so then there's two other things to consider: the measure or the goal and the timeline. We want to do it by 10% by the end of the third quarter, that kind of thing. And then you'd go, what are your action plans? What are the 1, 2, 3, 4 things that you did to increase census? And then after that, you would show your results, right? So you'd go, okay, so we have a strategic challenge, low census. We identified we had a low census. That became our strategic objective, which is to increase census. And we want to increase our census. Again, we would go, we need a goal, and a goal is usually just a measure, and it could be a percentage, a number, or dollar amount. In this case, we're just going to say percentage. We want to increase it by 10%, and then there's going to be a timeline, right? So we want to be like by the third quarter, right? So that's the goal. And then we want to go, okay, what action plans? What are the 2, 3, 4, 5 things that you're going to do to increase census? And so you list them all out, and hopefully you end up with a result that is positive. You've increased census. That is what you're doing now. But when you're filling out this application and you're reporting what you did, it's not what are you doing for action plans, it's what did you do. It's not what are your strategic objectives, it's what were your strategic objectives. I hope this helps, just making a little clarification. It's a past tense when you're submitting the application. Okay, hope that helped. Thank you for watching, and if you got value from this video, please like, subscribe, follow, and share with your friends and colleagues. I would very much appreciate it. And of course, if you are interested in applying for a bronze, silver, or gold quality award through the American Healthcare Association, I would absolutely love to help you win.